nigga like me, a nigga like Steph. Who you know? Another nigga like Steph. That nigga like AJ. My phone right here, so my mic stop moving.
Through the vibe, man.
Glasgow gang documentary, 2006. I put this in the chat. I put this in the comments after I think we did my son Trap Lord Ross. Yeah, after we did that, the N9 of beef. He went into in depth and shit. That nigga be doing his big research. But y'all said to go look at this, and I think there was another one we probably gonna do after this. But yeah, y'all want more stuff like this? Feel free to comment down below for me. Like, do all of that. Got AJ here in the building. If you want Javen to be in this shit permanently, I need y'all niggas to hype that shit up in the fucking comments. Go. I was gonna say go tag him, but that nigga don't. I don't know if he even pop up. But he do got a YouTube though.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, if y'all want me to be here permanently, he's a third member. You know what to do. Social media. Turn off post notifications. Let's hop into this, y'all.
Booski.
Oh shit, this shit looking like real bad. Is this all you got? Oh damn.
This is a real-life scene from the streets of downtown Glasgow, captured on closed-circuit television camera.
Shit was captured on that fucking
Roving
toaster.
bands of young guys make their way through the street. They move in on another youth.
Oh, whoa, you two, hold on. Wait, whoa. Hold on now.
Alrighty then.
That's what the kids do on a Friday night. They will be sober when they leave home. They will.
Oh nah, his shit crazy. Listen, if you're able to see this video, you might be one of the lucky ones. I don't know how long this is gonna be up. I kind of don't want to risk a strike.
Yeah.
Y'all see what they be doing to niggas, bro. Y'all see what they be. Listen, a little kid got pushed down in KSI video, and niggas gave him child safety strike, bro.
Yeah, niggas.
Man just got. Nah, I ain't. But you know, if you didn't see the part where he got. Cut that
With
out.
a walking knife, they'll hide it down the front of their shorts. They'll go a short distance and they'll meet some of their friends. They'll share a bottle of wine. They'll share some high-strength lager or beer.
That's crazy.
Then they'll meet another group, and the other group will be the opposition, who will have had the same preparation for the evening. And then they'll fight.
Can I ask you a question? What's that on your cheek? Is that what they call a chip?
That's a slash.
When did that happen?
Oh, when I was drunk, just got that fighting or actually.
So they just really go out drinking and fighting?
Can I ask you a question? What's that on your cheek?
I'm trying to.
Is that what they call a chip?
That's a slash.
When did that happen?
Oh, when I was drunk, just got that fighting or actually. So I was in postal.
You're fleeing at my face.
Fucking mad.
And what happened? Why?
I was slashed with
A knife.
What can mean? What happened, nigga? You see that scar?
Yeah, you got hit with a buck 50.
more or less every day about here.
And they could fight 100 times, and the worst that'll happen is somebody will get caught and be kicked several times, or someone will get punched. But now and again, two men will square up, or young men will square up, one with a knife and the other with a baseball bat. Who dies and whose family visits the grave and whose family visits them in prison is completely random.
Knife crime is pervasive in Glasgow.
Be alive.
What?
You're lucky to be alive.
Every 6 hours, someone reports a serious slash to the face.
He's aiming straight from your
scars are
Filazzo,
more
my
proudly
boy.
a measure of their manhood. These boys are from Postle Park, an area rife with gang
drums.
activity.
Oh nah, he bald. Cause it's a way of life. Oh shit, way of life. I just do a fucking hat. Damn it.
Yo.
damn it.
What do you...
Niggas is on timing.
Nah, bro, so no, we can
Just
do
push your face somewhere, people try to fight with you in the town centre.
And it turns ugly?
Right, sometimes.
Recreational violence, territorialism.
What's recreational violence?
There's no profit. If you're a robber and you present a knife to somebody and say, give me your watch, there's a profit in that. You're getting a watch for your trouble. With territorialism, recreational violence is just, why are you fighting? Because you don't come from here. We come from here, you come from there, we fight.
What causes the fight between gangs?
Rivalry.
Rivalry over
Because
what?
people want to be the best.
The best at what?
Best at fighting and madness. This better not be in Glasgow and I'll sue your asses to the ground.
Here's the territory they come from and fight over. They're known as the...
I never really got that either. Niggas is fighting over blocks. It's like, damn, that shit did not help you at all while you was poor.
Like, you not like trapping on that block. Or are you?
Wait, you said what?
You think they trapping on these blocks?
It's not even that. It's the fact that niggas is giving up their life to the block. It's like as if they named after the block.
Nah, yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Like niggas could say, yo, I own this block. You don't own that block,
The
bro.
schemes, the poorest
feel me?
parts of
Yeah.
the city. In North America, we would call them the housing projects. The violence may start here, but as we showed you, it often spills onto the streets of downtown.
Crazy to even see like this. This is the only time I would see some shit like this happen. Unless it was like maybe like a school brawl. Yeah, facts. Cause anytime some shit happen where it's a group of niggas coming as one, yeah, and they gonna back out a gun.
Word.
And everyone gonna scatter.
Nothing to make them think twice.
Kathleen Mulhall has lived in the
Sister
Pottsville
of
Park
gang
neighborhood
right
her
there.
whole life. She knows some of the gang members here only too well.
My brother was attacked by a gang, and the injuries that they gave him caused him to die.
How old is he?
37.
Kathleen's brother Stephen was walking across a local park one night when he was attacked by a group of boys.
There was bricks and bottles and stones used, and there was also a metal scooter that was used to strike Stephen in the head.
Got threw a metal
Scooter.
scooter at him.
Like a manual scooter.
The kind a child would use.
Yeah. The impact that the scooter had in Stephen's head caused a fractured skull, which caused a blood clot, which over a period of time, because the blood clot was growing, caused Stephen to die.
Shitty, man. Shitty. That nigga he's not even involved. The niggas was doing shit like. I'm trying to say, niggas just gotta like. Niggas gotta relax.
Gotta come to the towns.
After our interview, we were shooting scenes of graffiti on this wall near the park where Stephen was killed. Kathleen spots us and drives up.
Young Postal Fleeto, YPF.
She explains the significance of the names on the wall.
Billy Joe, he was charged with murder. He was 14 at the time, so that's his name there.
This, as it turns out, is what she has to look at every day.
Wait, are these niggas as like niggas as like locked
This is
up?
the leaderboard, nigga.
The names of
said
neighborhood
the
boys who have
leaderboard.
been charged with murder.
Dan M. As you can see, that's Dan M. 02. He was charged with murder.
Including the name of the teenager who killed her brother.
Breezy.
You can make the assumption that what we've done up until now has not worked, and let's start again.
John Carnahan has been on the Strathclyde police force for over
Niggas get drunk and do anything, bro. You got no
30
guidance,
years
bro.
investigating these crimes every day, chasing and arresting young men. In fact, Carnahan has a permanent reminder of what it's like on the street.
What happened
It
there?
was, I was a young detective and relatively fit, and there was a fella breaking into a school, and we get the call, went to it, saw him, chased him for about a mile and a bit. He was getting away and I was just about to give up. He jumped over a fence, and as I jumped over the fence, I caught my finger on the top. That was it. And the annoying thing is, for years after, I tried to find out who it was, because I wanted to go back to him years later and say,
Yeah.
"It cost me a finger."
The blade culture in Glasgow is nothing new.
Even a stabbing might not get more than a few lines down column in the Glasgow papers, because in this city of violence, ordinary stabbing is hardly news anymore.
For the last 30 years, the headlines have been
Ordinary.
practically the same as they are today.
Mobs clashing the street.
That's wild.
Yeah, I be having a lot of mob fights.
I mean, but this is
I think it's
2006 though. You think niggas still doing that?
Mob fights?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, yeah. Niggas is still stabbing, and you still gotta get up close to a nigga. So if it's 10 of you, 10 of them niggas, you gotta go up to them to stab him. I mean, let someone be like, nah, fuck that, bro. I'm not on that done. And just back out a
Today in
toolie.
Glasgow, gang violence takes as many lives as it did back in the 60s, about 70 people a year. Carnahan asked his chief intelligence officer to look into the situation, to give him a better idea of why this was happening.
I didn't just look at Glasgow in the last
Look at this
2-3
music.
years. I looked at it over 30 years. And what we found was
His music is too like calm right now. His music is too like calm right now.
That's the type of music they use, and like they transition is crazy. They were just playing like scary music, then they started playing drums, and then I heard like a flute.
despite
and
all the
niggas just
effort
flying.
and money and time that we'd spent, we had made no appreciable impact into violence in Strathclyde.
Nothing.
Nothing.
McCluskey didn't only look at the crime statistics, she looked at every statistic coming out of the schemes. And suddenly,
checks.
they had the big picture.
Them checks right there, them projects.
This was not only the
Youngins,
knife capital of
youngins.
Europe. These neighborhoods were a death trap for men in general.
For example, the average life expectancy for a man in the United Kingdom is 76. The average life expectancy for a man in Iraq after the war is 67. Here, in the poorest parts of Glasgow, the average life expectancy for a man is 54.
54. Why? It's a perfect storm of factors. High unemployment. 1 in 6 households is fully unemployed, no one is working. High rates of alcoholism, depression, lung disease.
It's like some Detroit shit. The whole area of Detroit just straight section 8.
Damn.
Ain't nobody. Bro, he ain't got. Bro, I was watching some documentary. Ain't nobody working. Niggas is just straight, bro.
Nigga said
Whack.
nobody working. Nah, that's wild.
Bro, I think they had to like shut down schools and shit because it's like you was just mad poor. The city's just poor.
Nah, that's fucking.
These fucking hospitals, schools shutting down. And niggas is just like, damn, resort to the streets.
Niggas gotta help them niggas, yo.
Low levels of education. Now, armed with this information,
Poverty is really crazy.
Superintendent John
Poverty can really bring bad decisions.
Nah, no cap. Really ruin niggas' lives.
If he was already making bad decisions, poverty just make it even worse. Cause now you're about to take even more risks.
Yeah.
It's like you got nothing to live for, basically. Like fuck.
Yeah, it's like giving you an extra reason to do some wild shit.
You know what I mean? It's like, why wouldn't I rob you? I don't got a meal today. Fuck my nigga, like, I need this.
In the streets in an area of high deprivation. Why is it the kids who are in those flats, the guy in the top flat becomes a teacher, the woman on the other side, she ends up a prostitute and a heroin addict, and the boy at the bottom becomes a murderer, and the guy on the other side becomes a victim? Why is that? Why? They live in the same street, they live in the same area. The difference is what's behind the front door. The difference is those early years. So I think the way to look at it is perhaps different from that criminal justice thing. And the way to look at it perhaps is to, or understand, is to think about it in terms of a public health issue. If we had applied, for instance, let's say that 40 years ago public health had a problem with measles and they decided that what they wanted to do was use the criminal justice model. Well, how would they have applied it to that? They would have built more hospitals. When you got spots, they would have put you into the hospitals and isolated you. They would have got more nurses to look after you. And once the spots got better, they'd let you out again. Now, it wouldn't have affected measles. We wouldn't have cured measles. But everyone would have felt a bit safer because the people who had them and were infected were locked away.
Now, the detective isn't saying violent offenders shouldn't be locked away. In fact, there's a whole new raft of legislation. Just what?
Fight with a lot.
I would question whether or not police...
Yo, they was about to show mad, yo.
That was about to black,
they was about
bro.
to go crazy.
I was about to say, yo, bro, is that what I think of this, bro?
I saw every type of shit.
It was wild, and someone just tried to show a polka.
Even he had to edit that shit out.
Bro, this is only 14 minutes of probably however long this documentary was, so this shit better be able to make it to YouTube.
Some people think this social approach is...
How many views this guy? Let me see, 278,000.
not the responsibility of the police. For one, Bill Aiken, a former judge and now a Conservative member of Scottish Parliament.
Where I would part company is the fact that I think that basically this is not a matter for police. This is a matter for social work services, for the welfare services, looking after the unmarried mother. Someone's got to be doing that, of course they have. But basically police officers should be out investigating and deterring crime.
You should be policing, not teaching moms.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to teach mums. That's nothing to do with me. But I want people who should be doing it.
But critics of the new approach believe one thing. Tougher sentences and more jail time will make kids think twice before they pull that knife.
That's the...
Was this before the mask?
Yeah.
Everyone was wearing a mask?
I think so, 'cause all them niggas got on Nathan. Well, I mean, I feel like niggas been doing that, though.
Nah, yeah, but like the way they be doing it out there, like they do it. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I get what you're saying.
I might wear this shit every day.
criticism now that they aren't getting that message through lenient sentencing mostly. People say that the sentences are too lenient for the kids to get any sort of message that the consequences are severe in the society.
Well, there's always the argument about, it's back to the, let's build more jails and lock more people up.
Right.
It's like the measles argument. It'll make us all feel much better, but it won't make one iota of difference to what's there.
Really?
They don't think about it. When they get into that fight, it's the heat of battle. It's that guy fighting you. You don't want him to get you, you want to get him. End of story. The last thing in anybody's mind is, I can end up in prison for that. Nobody thinks about that. Nobody.
Bro, at least their fucking cops understand that.
Yeah, he was like, oh, more prisoners. Like, that's not going to change the fact that niggas is still going to take them risks.
Exactly.
Like, I'm going to still defend my life,
Why do you
nigga.
guys keep fighting if it's so dangerous?
Pride.
Carnahan and his team have only started
He's
their
out
research
there
into gang
fighting?
violence a year and
Nah.
I got them niggas out there young.
Nah. Look at son in the back.
He got too much pride. Too much respecting.
a half ago. So it's early days. In contrast, young men have been fighting each other in Glasgow for generations. Everyone knows this problem won't be solved tomorrow, including Carnahan himself.
There isn't a single solution to this. I think it'll be 1,000 victories when
How long are we talking?
I think it'll take a couple of generations. But that shouldn't deter us, because we can start to make differences very quickly.
I feel like it's gotten worse now. Like,
Yeah, I feel like it's just like in the
I
same.
mean, I don't know about that area, but just like young niggas.
Yeah.
The youth them. Yeah, definitely. Cause now it's just like, oh, bet I'm gonna do these acts, or it's like I'm gonna talk about these acts in music, but I gotta back it up too.
Facts.
Type shit. You feel me? So I was just like, yeah, and I'm gonna mock you, so it's gonna make the other side even more mad. Awesome. Like, yeah, this shit is definitely enticing more violence.
Quickly.
That murder
What we
is
need
gonna
to do is
rise.
That social media.
Fact, social media definitely. Like, yeah, you got fans and shit talking about, yo, go ride for your man. It's like, damn, they ain't got no like relation to what's going on in the beef, but that's how you get underneath niggas' skins. That shit really make niggas do some fuck shit, because niggas be looking at their social media.
Social media be getting niggas killed. Word.
To be brave enough to commit to that long term, we need to say, yeah, enough is enough.
Do you think everybody's ready to do that? Say enough is
I
enough?
think there are more and more people coming around to it, but I don't think everyone is there yet. Because the most important people that need to say that are the people who live in these challenged communities, are the young men who are in gangs. We need to help them to walk away from them and say, I don't want to involve in this anymore.
As for Kathleen Mulhall, she won't stick around
I like
to
that
find out
bold
how the
dude.
story
He understand a
ends.
lot of shit.
Yes, I like that bold dude.
She's had
understand a lot of
enough,
shit.
all right. She's moved out of her apartment to another, safer part of town.
It's time to leave here. There's too many bad memories here. I don't feel that I want to be
Oh,
part
damn,
of
my
a
fault. I didn't mean to
community
laugh. I thought it was
that
somebody
they're
else.
all part of.
As for the boys of Postle Park, are they ready to say enough? To say no to gang violence? There's clearly a long way to go yet.
They're wild.
Niggas is drunk outside talking about fuck the police.
Yeah. See, niggas wasn't even. I don't even know what niggas would do if not. Yeah. They just on some real. You could definitely tell they young, basically.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's just like, alright, bet. Like, feel me? If you gonna take them risks for that bread. Niggas just taking risks for their life. Just strictly for my life.
Niggas said fuck
like,
it,
yeah,
proud.
bro.
What you mean?
Yeah, just strictly for pride, respect. Like, nah.
Not enough. Word.
I mean, I'm not about to do this because he trying to run me off the block. I'm trying to get this off. He trying to be like, what you doing in my corner? Nigga, it's my corner.
Because it's my corner.
That's a different type of situation for me, but niggas is on something like, nah. I mean, but listen, yeah, we out there, you know what I mean? Glasgow gang documentary. Like I said before, you want more type of content like this.
Yo, YouTube, don't
Comment
strike
down
us.
below. Nah, yeah, come on, man. Come on, YouTube. Definitely educational purposes, you feel me? I had to speak my shit this video. Can't let you niggas go down the wrong path.
Yes, sir.
You hear me? Yeah. Go get you some bread.
Some
No,
moolah.
streets don't love you. But if you out there doing your thing, move safely, my boy. You feel me? Yeah. Get to this bag.